When New Coke was introduced in 1985, it was an immediate flop. The Coke CEO said there could only be one Coke. People preferred Pepsi in blind taste tests, and New Coke was formulated to be more like Pepsi. In the current presidential race, we have Kamala Harris trying to reformulate herself to be more like President Trump, mimicking many of Trump's policies. People may prefer her in blind taste tests, but they intuitively reject her after the initial sip. Koch learned years later that there was a critical flaw in the analysis of the taste tests. People experience a product, person, idea, and concept beyond the first sip. Coke beats out Pepsi in taste long term after 2 and 3 sips. That's how we experience life. It's not an isolated experience. For those who still prefer Kamala and plan to vote for her, it's only because they haven't had enough to drink yet. And if she wins, well, we're all going to have a terrible hangover. Welcome. Welcome to Conservative Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith. We've been talking about every topic, issue, political race, and agenda for almost 4 years now. We're almost talked out. Early on in the conversation, we heard a lot about the perils of populist candidates here in the US and around the world. Populist, it sounded pretty good to me, but I caught on to the idea that it was risky business giving people a voice, let alone hearing and representing them. It really stirs the pot. It's akin to rebel rousing, but that's exactly what our system is all about, hearing from people. Then it's up to the government to manage the message and form policies to serve those people. The role of government is not to silence and control the message for our own protection, but that's exactly what's happened. And it's based on flawed analysis and interpretation of data, history, and situational awareness. It's easy to see how it can happen. Whatever happens in the November election, our conversation is forever changed. The pot has been stirred. We can look ahead 10 and 20 years and see it's changed forever. At this time, we can either do nothing, get involved working within the system for change, or hope that it all blows up with the arrival of space aliens, solar flares, or the return of Christ. In the limited time we have left, I've donated small amounts of money to the Trump campaign, and I've signed up to Phone Bank for Pennsylvania. They're offering online training and coaching. I only have to make 10 calls a week. My friend Deborah made calls in 2016, and she said most of the calls go into voicemail, but it's a terrific exercise in doing something, voicing support, and putting energy behind positive messaging. Yes, we're all for the conservatism of what needs to be preserved, along with the progressivism of what needs to change. It may not always be popular. The immediate reaction might be negative, but after 2 and 3 sips, we might have a winner. Here in Chicago, I've seen the needle move. Talk to people, encourage them to register to vote, plan to vote, and then vote, and take 10 people with you. If anyone is on the fence, give them my phone number. I'll be happy to give them a call. We don't have to get drunk together. We just need to have more than one sip. If you would like to join us at Conservative Coffee Hour is every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time on Zoom. I will include my email in the description of this video. Be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.